Well, hey guys, do we not have any mods yet? Quick, everybody go crazy. We don't have any mods. That's amazing. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Dee. BB's here. Noelle, I answered your email today. I answered quite a few emails today, so I hope you got it. Love you, Noelle. Really thinking about you yesterday. Hey, Tennessee girl. Hey, Squirrel girl. Erica. Hey, Anna. Donna Cooper is here. Why don't you sit up here, Pumpkin? Why don't you come up here, little lady? Baby Lily Pad, Meredith Lynn. Hey, Heather. Mrs. Carson. Hey, Jamie Palmer. I hope your boyfriend's doing better. Hey, Laura Lou. Joel Sachs. Lynn Swell, just as I am. Hey, Liz Tricks. Liz Tricks, I loved your pictures. It looks like you had a great weekend. Hey, DS Kitty. Hey, Paula J. That's very kind. Thank you, Paula J. Hey, Renee B. Puka Vista. Buffy. Debbie Gonzalez. Ghost Rider. I wouldn't take it that far. Just a friend. Just a friend. I don't know how to lead anything. Hey, Jan. Hey, Maisie Shiloh. Hey, Abigail. Nancy Jane. Can we hear you? No, but we can see you, girl. Hey, Joanne Holly. Hey, Ewa. Robin Miners. Marty. That's such a... I always want to say Marty Jewell, but you changed it. It's hilarious. Mrs. Carson. Thank you, Lydia. I will look at that. Hey, Chrissy Twig. Hey, Lumen. Puka Vista, Bethany. We still have no mods. This is wild. Quick. Why aren't you guys acting all crazy? Because I can mod myself. I can do it. They're taking the day off, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure, but you know what? They're entitled to a damn day off. Hey, Bethany. Hey, Alana. No, I have it in black as well. Hey, Marie Marion. It's this is an old, this is probably 12 to 15 years old, and it's an old sail top from Anthropology. And I don't know how I feel about it. I love that frilly sleeve, but I don't like this color. I don't even know what you would call this. It's like a grayish with a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of like a light lilac-y color to it. I'm not sure. I'm super sunburned, so there were really no good colors to go with anything today. I don't have a lot of makeup on except eye and lip and some blush. I didn't put anything else on because I'm so sunburned. There'd be no point. Okay, Wanda, but good to see you. Hey, Mary Barons. Thank you, Cindy G. I don't know, Puka Vista. It's weird. Did they go on a strike? Perhaps they did. Have you guys seen any hate videos with my mods in it? That would be kind of neat. That'd be some real drama to stir up there. No DS Kitty, Yadira mods for Nora, but that's it. I don't think my other mods do. But to be honest, maybe they do and I don't know it. Hey, Cindy Cat Lover. Oh, yeah, no, Abigail, it's definitely not. Hey, Lilac Lime. Hey, Laura Lou. Free for all. I need to know if your turquoise cuff has a jeweler's mark. Wow. It does not. It doesn't have any marks on it at all. Maisie, I looked high and low. There's no marks whatsoever. Hey, Alicia. Crafty Carrie. When they talk about porcelain skin, that's you. Love you, but I'm very jealous. There's a mod. Okay, never mind. Everybody, forget it. Third Eye Open, we didn't think there were going to be any mods today. I thought you guys maybe took the day off, which would be fine, by the way. Take that day off, girl. I've got it under control. Porcelain skin. I don't think you're correct about that. I don't know why people say I have really good skin. It's okay, but what the heck? But when I wash my face at night, I just am really a big believer in skincare. But I've got quite a bit of redness on my cheeks. I don't know, maybe some rosacea. Oh, calm down, everybody. Mod on site. We repeat, there's a mod on site. Everybody chill out. Liz Tricks, put back the toilet paper rolls. We were going to start TPing people. Really gorgeous. Still pretty traumatized, though, from our bath yesterday. Very upset, giving me a lot of side eye, Hey, Jeannie, welcome back, babe. Good to see you. I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day, and I mean that. Really tiny, Robin. That means it's early 70s. They didn't stamp then, especially Native American pieces. Wow. Really? I'll have to ask Christy about that because she got it from a vendor in Texas. So I don't know. I didn't think it was old. I certainly didn't get the vintage vibe. I thought it was new. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I'd like to know more about that. Really upset about it. When are you going to stop being upset? You're not sure, or just still thinking about how much the timeline's going to be that you're going to be angry that you got a bath? What's beautiful is that your hairs are nice and silky soft, so much so that it makes me want to give you a bath twice a year instead of once. But you've got your brand new Seresto collar on, so we're well protected from the outdoorsiness. Speaking of outdoors, Cindy G, I did. Did you? I sent you an email today too, Cindy G. Hey, Debbie Zito. I had a decent Mother's Day. I don't, guys, we didn't celebrate that kind of stuff in Scientology. So it's kind of like, what do you do? What's the tradition? That's how I feel about, we talked about that over Christmas. Like, okay, Third Eye. Well, we got excited because there were no mods here for like a good 5 minutes. And I was like, woo, everybody get naked. That's the only thing, Cindy G, is I don't know what to do. I went and saw my mother. I got her a gift. I got her a card. It's just more, I know what to do. Of course, you go give your mom a hug and you enjoy your child and all of those things. But like, I don't have a tradition like you guys probably do. Like, you've been celebrating Mother's Day your entire lives. I'm sure most of you anyway. And I have not. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. I kind of feel that way. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Lumen. So it was a lovely day. It's just weird. It's still kind of new to me to be like, let's celebrate. Let's put a title on it and celebrate Mother's Day. I see that, Cindy G. Good for you, Chrissy Twig. I love that. Tammy's son got dinner and cheesecake. That's what you do. Card, flowers, brunch. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Puka Vista. We didn't do the brunch thing, but we ate at her house yesterday afternoon. You have beautiful skin like your mom. Also, Gertie loves it when you talk in Susie voice. She was fascinated. I saw your comment about that. That's hilarious, Noelle. Don't say the B word around Gert. Got to spell those things out. What is going on now? What are you so upset about? Good Lord, girl. I know, Diane. And thank you for being a member. Yesterday was torture. It was my anniversary. Hubs got me pajamas. I'm kind of glad that he at least got you something, but I get that. And I'm sorry, Alicia. That makes me very sad for you. Thank you for texting me yesterday. You're an angel and a true friend. Hey, Armina. Yeah, I'm very sunburnt. Oh, I love that. Debbie Gonzalez does a family barbecue. Thank you, Mrs. Carson. I love that, Anna. It sounds like everybody had a really nice Mother's Day. Hey, Nicola. Hey, Mad Drop. Hey, Forever Huff's Living. I actually really love that, guys. I love to hear that you're doing well. I like it when you guys come in here and tell me you're doing well. I was referring to Marilyn's post on YouTube. And when she was trying to prove to everyone that she's a good mom. She double, triple, quadruples down, right? And she's like, oh, great Mother's Day. I'm so refreshed. I'm such a good mom. That's just a thing of the past. Remember when I beat them and poured hot sauce down their throats? We remember. You seem to have forgotten. You have the opportunity to develop your own traditions. Make it what you and Hux want. Baby steps. I hear that, girl. And we are, and we will. I mean, I kind of more had a tradition going yesterday with my own mother, to be honest. We meant more to my own mother. Huxley was working at the farm yesterday and doing his thing, and that's okay. I didn't mind. He gave me a card and a gift that, of course, my mom took him to get. But to be honest, I kind of liked celebrating more my mom than me being a mom. That didn't really matter to me. It was more, my mom is 71 now, and I wanted to show more gratefulness and appreciation for her being with me, living near me, just being able to enjoy that time with her. Stella, I missed you. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Please join us and just make us all jealous. Who brags about being a good mom? Ugly Honig, Hedgehog Honig. Yeah, you just celebrate the moms. Hey, Julie. Yeah, it was weird, Alana. You can go look at it. She put up 2 posts and she was like, I'm a proud mom. And then she was like, I'm the best mom. And I was like, oh, wow. Hey, Gigi. I was like, do it, girl. Do it, lady. Do it hard. Try to get us all convinced that you didn't beat 3 kids. It's no big deal, right? That's a nothing burger. I was telling my friend that. Go sit back in your chair, Miss Lady. I was telling my friend that this morning. Thank you, Joel Sachs. I was on the phone with a friend and I was telling her about Marilyn. And I said, and then she said this, it's a nothing burger. And she goes, she's like, who says that? Who uses nothing burger? I was like, I don't know. The best mom beater ever. Holy shit. I love that, Mad Drop. Deborah Ricci, you're a baby angel. Thank you. Yadira's over here finally? Okay. Well, thought she was taking the day off over on Nora's stream. Hey, Mittens. Oh my God, Anna, that's horrible. Yeah, just your daily reminder, guys, not to beat your children like Marilyn Honig beats her children or beat her children when they were small. I love that for you, Joanne Hawley. That's going to be the next step. I guarantee you it's coming. She's going to do a live stream with all of her kids going, you're the best mom, like little hostages. They're going to be like, we love you and forgive you so much, Mama Bear. Thank you for all the beatings and training us to love hot sauce, how you train up a child in the book that you followed. Hey, Alicia. So, speaking of, I kind of wanted to get into this yesterday and I didn't. And so I wanted to cover it today. Hey, Gemini girl. Oh, I have no doubt, guys. Stay tuned. I'm sure. See, the only good thing I'll give Marilyn, and then I'll move on. I don't want to do this shit every day unless I need be. Hey, Pat Jonas, stay tuned. The only thing I'll say about Marilyn, and I said this to Nora. Hey, Joanne Palmer, that's hard. Yeah, that's rough, Joanne, and I love you, girl. Is her, I know it's false confidence, but her ability to be like the power of denial in that woman is kind of more than I've ever seen before. And her false confidence, like, it's amazing to me. No, I don't know that she's consistent, but it's incredible to me that she's like, I'm a great mom, so much so that I call myself Mama Bear. I'm a protector. I stand up for the victims. You beat your kids and then you didn't feel bad about it. And then you made posts going like, oh, it's nothing. And then you did posts going, best Mother's Day weekend ever. My kids love me so much. I'm such a good mom. Like, wow. I don't know what kind of confidence. Like, I don't know what you're on. I don't know if it's booze. I don't know what it is. Yeah, the commitment to the shtick is amazing, Mad Drop. Just her ability to pretend that nothing happened. Like, I mean, she did it on that video. You saw her go, they just joke about it, right? But then she did it in a post and she was like, that's a nothing burger. Don't look at that. That's crazy. I guess hot sauce doesn't leave marks. There's so much rage, Lumen. I'm being sarcastic. Hey, Katie did it. There's so much rage. Can you imagine how she's treating everyone in her direct vicinity right now? She did 3 shows on me in 24 hours. In one day, she did 3 shows. And I love how her people are like, we're getting Reese mad. Reese is obsessed. Oh no, I think that your hedgehog leader is obsessed. Honestly, I think we're just reacting to what she's doing over here. Brandy says, I left a message on Marilyn's post asking what the same daughter she locked in her room crying all day. I would guess that message has been deleted. Yeah, kind of like her friend Tom, the Nazi. Someone sent me a bunch of screenshots that they left on his videos about me, and he deleted them all. He deletes all of his hate. I think it's funny that a hater deletes their hate. Why wouldn't you leave it up? They sent me that last night. Somebody sent me something last night and they were like, I actually don't like you at all and I don't support you, but I support that you're attacking and clapping back at Marilyn beating her kids. And they were like, here's some screenshots that I left over on the Knife Hoarders channel. And I went over and looked and they were gone. I was like, oh, wow, what a pussy. You can't leave it up, huh? You only leave up the stuff that supports you and your child beating friend. She put her kid on camera speaking about abuse for clicks and views and tries to say you use Huxley for money. We genuinely care for Hux and have watched him grow. Not the same thing. It is interesting, Stella. I never thought of it that way. That she accuses me of using Huxley for clicks and views, but she put her kid on camera to say It was so bad, but I don't want to speak poorly of my parents, but it was so bad. Right, right, right. Hypocrisy. So, guys, there is something just changing the subject from that, unless we need to come back to it, and we can. Yes, Buffy, she did 3 shows on me in one day. Um, no. Well, yeah, Mittens, I've had a few. Hey, Hope, good to see you, babe. So, my stepdad yesterday, hey, Brian Bolin, love you, Brian. My stepdad said something to me yesterday. I was being my usual dark self around my parents yesterday, and I think it was too much for them. But we were eating our Mother's Day afternoon lunch at the house, and hey, Kestrel, and my mom had me sign my brother-in-law's birthday card. His birthday's this week. So is Jeff's. Hey, Pepperoni Nips. She did. Hey, Bitsy. And my brother-in-law is turning 50. And I said, my mom was like, you got to sign his card. And I said, okay. I don't know, Mad Drop. And I said, okay. So I signed the card and I said, 50, man. I said, his life is like over. Hey, Tiffany Murphy is like, he's close to being dead. Like, he'll be dead in the next like 30 years. Like, it's over the halfway mark. Good for you, Julie. And I love that. Hey, Heather. And my mom was like, Reese. And I said, well, no, it's true. Like I'm at the halfway point of my life. Hopefully, like I could be dead in less than half the time, right? But I was like, Mom, I'm in my mid to late 40s. It's halfway over. Like I'm halfway to death. And I don't know that that's the worst thing. I don't know that that's so bad. I don't think that's such a bad thing to touch on. But that's sad, Brian Boland. But I thought that was fascinating. And I kept kind of, harping on it. And I said, isn't it weird, Mom? Hey, Allie, I said, don't you think it's weird that I'm like almost dead? I'm like close to dead. And she was like, you're not in your mid to late 40s, Reese. She was like, aren't you 41? And I said, yes. I mean, it's the blink of an eye, Diane. He's turning 50. Like it's coming for me, girl. And I said, do you ever think about that, Mom? Hey, Scooby. And she was like, I've never thought about it like that. And she goes, and I'm 71 and I don't even think about death. And I said, oh yeah, like it's happening, right? Like I'm halfway through my life. That's crazy if you think about it. And she was like, that is kind of crazy. I said, yeah, I'm halfway done, right? Almost, I got one foot in the grave, right? There's another mod. Boy, you guys just trickled in today. We thought you guys took the day off. We thought that you forgot that you worked here. Nobody clocked in on time. I was just here all by myself. There was a billion haters. Totally kidding. Guys, I can handle the fort. Please. Vicky Israel, welcome in. I'm 42 and I think about death. I mean, I think about death a lot. I worked in senior living. I was around a lot. Sorry to answer Huxley. I was around a lot. Julie, was that sarcasm? Sure was. She's like, Reese is bringing the sunshine. I was around a lot of people dying, and it's just it's death is not scary to me. We're halfway there. Shelly, you were late. I'm sorry. That's what happens. Hey, Mama Bear. Oh my God, Allie. Well, none of us know when we're gonna go, right? And that's kind of a thrill. In a lot of ways, it's a bit of a thrill, right? Like you just don't know. And therefore, my life is at least halfway over, probably less than that. I have a doctor's appointment this week, and I'm going to be like, based on my cholesterol level, can you give me like a guesstimate? Can you can you give me like, you may have 10 years? Could doctors do that? Can you? Hey, Rachel Sandy, like my cholesterol total was 223. I'm going to be like, can you give me like a time frame on when you think I'm going to kick the bucket from that? Do you think it'll can we do a guessing game? Like, do you think it will be the diabetes that gets me? Or do you think it will be the cholesterol? Maybe a little bit, thinking both, a little bit of both. Yeah, Kathy Brown thinks about death a lot. I don't think death is that scary. I'm not afraid of it. I mean, I Okay, baby steps. I forgot you were here. That's our one of our nurses. Um, Death doesn't frighten me that much. Now, I don't want to die tomorrow. I'd like to make it through at least my 40s, maybe my early 50s. But I also don't want to get ugly, right? And there's that. I'm as deep as a puddle and I admit to that. I don't the last thing I want, my biggest one of I told my so this is where it got dark at my parents' house yesterday, as per usual. You put me in any setting like that and it's going to get dark. I was like, my stepdad's sitting there listening to me, and I was like, the biggest fear that I have going forward in life, this is true too, by the way. Like, well, one, I'm going to clog up somebody's toilet in like a house that they invite me into, and I have to like climb through a window. I'm going to fall off the second floor and like take off running. And I don't have that good of health insurance, but if I poop in your house, I mean, I'm never going to poop in somebody's house, but if I had to and I clogged it, I'm out of there, right? You'll never see me again. Uh, I know, Stella, me too. But the other biggest fear I have, and this is a real fear, because the other fear, I will literally like poop in a trash can before it happens. I always ask people, I'm like, how do your toilets flush? Hey, Neptunes, like, how's the flusher? And I test it out first, but I'm rarely in other people's homes either. Like, I'm typically not going to go into your house. I don't want to get John Wayne Gacy'd. So, my other seriously real fear, though, this is hear me out. Hey, Nancy, tell me if you share this fear. You probably don't because you are a real person and you're not as deep as a puddle and just shallow. My fear is that as I get older, like we're not going to get better looking. None of us are going to, I mean, unless you're a man, men always get better looking, but I feel like women don't, right? My big fear is that I'm going to run into one of you or anybody that knows me, and they're going to be like, hey, Polly. They're going to be like, hey, Reese, oh my God, good to see you. And then I'm going to walk away and they're going to be like, what happened to her? Holy shit, she got ugly. What happened? Like, she looks terrible. She looks like a walking ashtray. Like, what happened? Hey, FAFO. So that's the sweet spot, right? Like, that's the sweet spot. I don't want to live too long to where we get to that point and people are like, whoa, she looks like she died 3 years ago. She looks like she's just walking around embalmed. Like, who let you out of your casket? I don't want to be alive for those years. I don't. I don't want to be that ugly. I don't want to look like Marilyn. I do not want to be that ugly. Okay. It's important to me. Stella's like, that would never happen. You don't know, Stella. It could happen. Like, what if in 10 years I'm like a Shar-Pei? I'm just like wrinkled up, right? Look at all these sunburns. What if it takes effect finally in like 10 years and I look like a fucking Shar-Pei? Oh boy. Just got a text. Look at my mom. Yeah, you guys are saying I'm cute now, but I'm 41, guys. I appreciate this. And yes, my mom is stunning. My mom's a stunning bird. Hey, Jen Finberg, my mom is really, really pretty. That doesn't mean I'm going to be pretty, right? Who knows? And my biggest fear is that I'm going to end up looking like fucking Marilyn. I don't want to look like that. I would rather be dead. I really would. I'd rather just cash in my chips. I'd rather go plan my funeral and write my obituary. Your genes are good. You have nothing to worry about. You haven't even had Botox yet. I get it twice a year. Yet, I'm not getting that. I don't like needles and I don't want them in my face. Otherwise, I would get my lips done, Stella. Um, Thanks, Joel Sachs. Yeah, my mom is really pretty, guys, but how do you know I'm going to be? And here's the other problem. Like, I know if I'm going to be ugly. I know what ugly looks like. I said this when I was pregnant with Huxley. I was like, if he's ugly, I'm going to say it. I was like, so everybody be prepared. If it's an ugly baby, I'm going to say I have an ugly baby. And like everyone around me was like, nobody says that. And I was like, I will, because I am upfront about things. I'm not having an ugly kid. And if I do, I'm going to call it, right? Like, I'm not going to walk around with a child that's ugly and be like, isn't he so sweet? Like, no. Well, he ended up being really cute, but I was worried about it. I was like, what if I have an ugly kid? Well, luckily he's adorable and he still is, but good Lord, you just don't know, right? Haven't you seen attractive people have an ugly kid? I've seen that. Look, let's be real, guys. We need to call things out. It's okay to call people ugly if they are. Like, that's not body shaming, it's just facts. What happened to ugly people? There's no ugly people anymore. Like, People are not unattractive anymore. Of course they are. There's ugly people walking around. They have other gifts. They're probably rocket scientists, right? They have all the other gifts in the world. Hey, Kat. I disagree about men aging better than women. Women tend to make better care. I know, but here's the thing, Neptunes. No, baby steps, you're stunning. I sat there with you for 7 hours in a Mexican restaurant right next to you. No, I know ugly when I see it. You're gorgeous. What was I saying? Oh, I don't know about that. Neptunes, I think we're going to have to agree to disagree because I specialize in old men, right? Like I married most of them. I've married almost all of them. And take your pick. I've seen them all. Now, I think men get better with age. I do. I like the salt and pepper look. That's too bad, Brian. I understand. So are my eyelids. I mean, I think we all, it depends. I think it depends, Patricia. It depends on your genes, right? I think it depends on your genes. I think some people age I see women close to my age, maybe a year younger, maybe a year older, and their skin is not holding up. It's wrinkled up. Who cares? I'm just pointing it out. And I don't care what other people look like. I don't live in their skin. I don't care what they look like. Except Marilyn, she's ugly and she beats her kids. But I care what I look like because I have to live in this and I don't want to walk around being ugly. I know what ugly looks like and I'm frightened that it's going to happen. So I said that to my dad last night. He was like, you're half dead? He was like, you're almost dead? I said, I'm close to being dead. Moose, don't start anything. Won't be anything. God, I thought Seamus died today. I'll get back to that. I thought Seamus was dead. Stop lying, Reese. Lying is frowned upon. Well, not over here, apparently. Like, I'm known on YouTube as like the biggest fraud and liar. But thanks for paying to say it. I thought Seamus died. I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead all day. And I thought, how am I going to tell Huxley he's dead? He didn't come home last night. I usually get him in at like 3 a.m. Then I went and checked on him at 5. He still wasn't there. I checked Angie Mo. I checked on him at 9. He still wasn't there. I have been calling for him all day. You're freaking out about your wrinkles. I have a turkey neck. See, Debbie Zito is also shallow. Okay. I'm not the only person. It's just going to be me and Debbie Zito. Everybody else is going to hit unsubscribe. I thought he was dead. I went out and looked in the field. I called him. I got my binoculars out. I tore this house apart today. Do you have any idea how much I organized and cleaned? I moved furniture today looking. We have receipts. I lost my rotator cuff. Hey, P. Taylor, it's somewhere in the other room. I was moving furniture today looking for this cat. Okay. I shook a bag of treats. I was like, where's the cat? He died. So I went up to my mom's and I was like, the cat died. And I don't know how I'm going to tell everybody he's dead. She was like, how do you know he's dead? I said, I just know. I just know things. So my mom makes it even worse. Talk about dark. My mom goes, well, I would go back right now and go look in the field to see if you can find like body parts of him. And I was like, oh my God, Hannibal Lecter. I was like, no, Mom, no. I was like, I don't want to see it. And she was like, well, what if he's suffering? What if he's laying in the field suffering? And she was like, what if part of his body is somewhere? She's like, you're going to want to put that, you want to pay your respects. And I was like, oh no, I'm not. Why did you have to go there? I was like, I just tried to understand that he's dead. Now you're going to have me go around looking for his head? Like, no. Interesting, Stella. So I come home and Huxley's here. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't know how to word this, son. And he was like, what? And I said, Seamus died. He's dead. He's gone. And he was like, what? And I said, he's dead. The cat died. I was like, I knew this day would come. He's not the brightest. And I've always worried a coyote was going to get him. And Huxley was like, he's right there. He's sitting there like, I was like, no, this has stressed me out. Hey, Heather Huckleberry, all day long, I've been lifting couches, moving things, looking for this cat. He is a ghost when he wants to be. I could not find him anywhere. I rearranged all of my closets today. I was like picking up my caftans that are my long dresses. I was looking, I turned on the vacuum in certain rooms to try to scare him out of the room. Hey, Lenora Gray. I don't know where he was. I was like, speaking of bad moms, I'm still not as bad as her. She beats her kids. But I was like, Huxley, I don't know how to say this. And he was like, what? And I was like, Seamus is dead. He died. He got eaten by a coyote. I was like, he died last night. He's dead. And he was like, what? What? I was like, he was always our special boy, son. Like, I was already performing a service for him. I was like, he was our special boy. And I was like, I'm sure Moose is going to have a tough time. I know Bo is going to be struggling with this loss. And he was like, he's right there. He was sitting in the windowsill. I was like, mother. Man, I went over to him. I was like, Seamus, look, I'm glad you're alive and all, kind of. But I was like, I literally pulled out hamstrings, rotator cuffs fell off. I lost my spleen, right? Like I moved furniture today looking for this cat. I was like, oh my God, he's dead. I was walking around my house talking to myself today. Do you guys do that? I noticed that I talk to myself a lot. Like, I don't know. It's kind of unhealthy, I think. I don't know, Tennessee girl, because I think I'm just dark like that. How long did Huxley let me go on before he told me? A good 3 minutes. Like I started to perform a service. I was like, I know that he's looking down with us. I was like, I know that he's with Finn right now and Fred. And I was like, I can just see his sweet little, I can just still hear his little cries in the night. He was like, Mommy's right there. I was like, you asshole. I was like, no way. No way. And then I was like, that's a ghost, son. You know, when people lose their cats and the cat like shows up for a few days after, I was like, it's not real. That's what he wants us to think. Yeah. He literally was watching over me. What an asshole. I walked around all day today and I was like, how sad. I was like, this is sad. He's dead. He died. And then I texted my mom and I was like, the cat died. She was like, what? What cat? Which one? I was like, you know which one, Mom. The one with half a brain. I was like, he's gone. He's dead. The coyotes got him. Finally. I was like, he's finally been taken. He's gone. He's dead. Talk about delivering news like a Scientologist. That was so Scientology. I was like, Huxley, I have some terrible news. I was like, I hate to break it. Seamus is dead. I was like, he died. He's dead. They got him. He was a big meal. I saw a pack of them take him off. He was just sitting in a windowsill. I've spent the whole day. Like I haven't been able to be on the phone. I haven't been able to do what I need to do. I had to make some appointments today. I skipped all of that because I was like, where is he? I was like, Seamus, are you under there? I looked everywhere. Yeah, no, I was talking to myself hardcore today. I was like, he's dead. And I don't know. And I was like looking at Gertie and I was like, he's dead. And she was like, I don't give a shit. I never even noticed he was alive. And I was like, okay, Gertie's not the right person. I was like, Bo, he's dead. And Bo was like, what happened to him? I was like, I don't know, but he's dead. You guys have to let it go. He died. I was like, it's time to move on, everybody. I was very Scientological. I was very Scientological about it. I was super disassociated. Yeah, it was crazy. That was the craziest shit that's ever. I wish we could have watched that live. I was like, Huxley. I was like, I know you love cats, and I don't know how to say this. The cat's dead. I was like, it died. It's gone. He died. Did I pick him up and kiss him? He doesn't like me to pick him up, but I leaned down and kissed him. And he was just sitting there. I shook treats. I turned on the vacuum. I moved my bed. I pulled shit out of my closets. I moved the couch. Like I spent the whole day looking. You were pretty useless today. Did you ever notice that? You know, you're supposed to be, oh, look at that. Look at the cat litter on Bo's mouth right now, guys. Wonder what you were doing, shit eater. That's the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life. Get away from me, please. He was in the window. Oh, that's not mean at all. That's a very clear cut. Yes. Is that how Scientologists handle something like that? Yes, Tennessee girl, 100%. Seamus is on his own timeline. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Martin. Yeah, no, Scientologists are hardcore. Scientologists, when people die, that's what they do. They're like, hey, Tom's dead. I forgot to let you know he died 2 days ago. He's gone. But I need to get those stats in tonight by 9. Do you think you can turn those in? Like, no joke. That's a Scientologist. When people die, they're just like, hey, Jerry's dead. Forgot to tell you that Jerry died. Stacy's husband, Jerry. Remember Jerry? Yeah, he's gone. He's dead. He died. Hey, Katie Smith. And the whole time you were looking for him, he was watching you. He's a ghost and I hate him. I'm never doing this again. So when he plays chicken with me again about death, when he's Seamus who cried wolf, he's literally going to be eaten by a wolf. And I'm going to be like, he's around here somewhere. The next time he will be dead. And I'm going to be like, he's probably somewhere. He'll turn up and he will be dead. I can't believe Seamus isn't dead, to be honest. There's so many predators around here. And I know you guys are like, that's horrible and mean. Did Huxley know the whole time the cat was fine, or just see? I don't know. I think that he at first didn't know. He was like, what happened? I said, I don't know. He's dead. He got eaten. He got decapitated. They ate his head. I was like, they took him out like a bunch of gangsters. New York. These are New York coyotes. These are gangster coyotes. They know what they're doing. They're very calculated. I was like, it was all planned out. It was on a calendar that they keep. He's gone. He's dead. He's gone. They Dextered his ass. He's gone. And Huxley was like, oh my God, he's right there. I was like, son of a bitch. I tore my rotator cuff off. It was dark. Yeah, it was incredibly dark. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. As best as I know how to grieve and mourn something, being heartless and a Scientologist, I spent the whole day doing that. I was like, well, goodbye, son. I was like, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it will. I mean, I'm sorry, it probably will. My dad said that like 2 weeks ago. I said, I can't believe he hasn't been eaten by something. And he goes, just wait. Like, thanks, Cindy. Hey, Deborah. I can't keep that cat inside. So for those of you that are like, keep him inside, I can't. He was dumped on a farm. He's a feral ass, orange, crazy man that likes to become a trapeze artist most times. You cannot cage that wild animal. He has to go outside and he wants to be outside. He's inside most of the time. He goes outside. I can't do anything about it. Hey, Lazy Silver, but I'm telling you, God, I think, does protect Seamus. I think the Lord is like, keep a special eye on that one. That one can't do it on his own. He needs the help. He needs the whole team. That one needs the whole team. I would have ended up crying if he was dead. Oh, if I knew he was really dead, I was going to give it 72 hours like a Scientologist would. He'll probably outlive everyone, Styro. Yeah, no. I definitely would cry at any animal's death. I wasn't for sure yet, though. And until I was, my mom is even worse. I feel like my mom is still a Scientologist, too. She was like, you might want to go look around for his head. She was like, they're not going to eat everything, Reese. My mom gets so dark. This is worse than me. She goes, do you have those buzzards? Are they flying around your yard? I was like, no. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't out there, but she was like, you might want to look for birds circling. She was like, I'm sure that there's part of the body that they didn't eat that you're going to want to go. I was like, you can go do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to go pick up his body. And she was like, well, what if he's still alive? I was like, just his head? His head? You think he's still breathing without a body? It's just his head, Mom? She was like, well, what if he's suffering and his head's out there somewhere? And I was like, I got shit to do. I got to go. I've spent my whole day looking for this damn cat. Then I walk in the door and I was like, son, Huxley, I was like, your brother crossed over. He's gone. He's dead. He died. Unfortunately, he died. He's gone. They got his head. They took his head. We found the head. We found the tail. We didn't find the rest. Huxley was like, oh, he's right there. You're the funniest woman in the whole world. I just don't understand how your brain works. You're funnier for saying that, actually. I don't think I'm funny at all. I don't think that was that funny. I thought it was quite concerning. Incredibly concerning. I spent my whole... It's 5:42. I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning, 6:30. Fed Bo, did our routine. He got his bone. I don't want to say it too loud. She got her greenie. We do our routine, right? I get shit done. Not today, I didn't. I literally was like standing there in my underwear and I was like, Seamus? And I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's number 5? Where's the special one? I was like, 1, 2. And then the whole day I was like, oh my God. I was like, where is he? Where is he? I was like, quick. Where did he go? Where could he be? I was like, Seamus. And then it just became, when like you lose something, like your keys or something, not your keys. I've never lost my keys. But you know how you lose something and you just go crazy until you find it? You just start looking. You start checking jacket pockets of something that you haven't worn since 1978, if you were born before me. You start looking in like old World War II uniforms. It was your great grandfather's. Like you can't stop looking. You go a little crazy. It's a little bit OCD perhaps, but like you start looking for something and you're like, I know I just had it. And you recheck your pockets 50 times and you open drawers that you haven't opened. And then you start finding shit that you're like, hey, I haven't seen this in years. And you just can't stop looking and your mind won't stop. That's what I did all day with this cat. I was like, I have to find him. I have to find him. And then by about 1 o'clock, I was like, he died. I just announced his death. I pronounced him dead. I was suddenly a coroner. I was the undertaker. I was like, well, he died. He's dead. And then I called my mom and I was like, he's dead. He died. She was like, how do you know he died? I was like, because I know things. He's dead. He's gone. I was like, he's always home. He's always at the back door. He's gone. He's a goner. He died. They decapitated him. Anyway, back to what we were talking about yesterday. Thank you, Martin. And it's good to see you, by the way. He was probably out catting around with a girlfriend. Please don't say that, Gigi, because if he does have a girlfriend, I'm going to let her live here. So please don't say that. I can't take any more kids in. I just can't. I have to blow my nose. It's the drugs. 1 sec. So last night, we were celebrating Mother's Day. And I said to my dad, I was like, I'm half dead. Speaking of death, I was like, I'm almost gone. It's toward the end. And you could see the look on my dad was like, I've never lost my keys. Remember that time Tommy lost? Oh, I did lose them. I had them in my pocket. Remember we did that on a live? Remember when I tried on that fur vest and my key was in it and I was screaming at Tommy for like 6 months for losing my spare car key? I did lose a key once. Yeah. I don't lose shit. I really don't lose things. Hey, Panda. Hey, Marilyn's fine art. Hope you're doing better, babe. I think about you a lot. Don't say that, Jan, please. No. I forgot. I forgot that I blamed Tommy for that. That's a shame. He'll get over it. So I don't lose shit. Like I have a friend that like loses her debit card all the time. I was like, why? How? Like where do you not keep it in a wallet, like in a slot? How do you lose your debit card? What are you doing with this thing? Are you like Nora? Or are you just like packing everything into your tits because you're a show off because you have big boobs? That was crazy that Nora did that. How did she put that thing in her bra and it disappeared? That was crazy. It was amazing. Yeah, Pukavist, I forgot about it. So I was saying to my dad, I'm like, I'm half dead. I'm halfway to that. I'm the halfway point of dead. And he was like making faces, but he wasn't talking. And he was like, I was like, no, think about it. Seriously, mathematically, and you're a numbers guy, right? I was like, I'm half gone. Like I'm halfway into the grave. And he was like, and you don't have any kind of a plan, do you, financially? Like no retirement. I was like, no, I don't think that far ahead. Like I'm not thinking about that. I was thinking about like, what am I going to do this week? No, I'm not thinking about years from now. But he was like, huh. He was like, that's dark. And I said, yeah, it is, but it's true. Like, if you really think about it, like 41 is, I'm sure for me, guys, I got the high cholesterol. I've got the beatus. Shit's out of control. Did I tell you my A1C? I don't think I should. I'm afraid. Is baby steps still in here? I don't want to get in trouble. I say if I had to guess, I'm going to make it maybe to 60, 65. And I would be totally okay with that. Again, I don't want to be like Debbie Zito talking about turkey neck. And you know mine's coming because look, I already have a line. See that? See the line? Oh, Cindy G, I forgot you have the beatus. I've always been 6.8. So just so you know, Cindy G, when I got diagnosed, I found out my A1C was 12.4. Okay. That's speaking of death, you're pretty much dead. It was 12.4. I got it down to 6.8 and I've kept it in that range. Yeah, I knew you were baby steps. And I've kept it in that range. I know. If I'm half dead, Margie Bar, he probably doesn't think like that because he knows how I think and how dark I am. I've kept it at 6.8 for a long time. Then I went, remember I got the angry panky, I got the pancreatitis. And then I had to go off of my diabetes drugs, Cindy G, for like 6 weeks. Ever since I've gone back on it, it has not controlled my A1C. It's wild. It's just like a wild child. And it's 7.7. And his eyes about popped out of his head last night. I was like, I probably am dying. My A1C is up. And he was like, what is it? And I said, 7.7. 7.7. And he was like, I said, oh, please. That's the last thing. That's not what's going to kill me. It's going to be my cholesterol. Me too, Joel Sachs. But he said to me, well, now that's a nice thing. I should start a GoFundMe for this. That's a reason to super chat. Future facelift fund. You know, if I'm going to be on screen, like I'm the talent, we're going to have to make this work. Actually, though, I don't think we want to do a facelift. Do you mind if we put it toward a chin? Like take this off, take a little off the bottom instead of the top. Like, can we do something about this? Like a chin, like whack the chin. I guess I could just stream like this. I could be like, how are you guys? I could do like Susie and just look up all the time and be like, I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like people might leave my channel if I did that all the time. Thank you for the money, though. That was very kind of you. I'm on the highest dose, Nancy, as it gets. 7.7 is not the worst, but going the wrong way. Yeah, if you know you started the right cholesterol meds could help. I'm not taking cholesterol meds. I'm refusing. I'm probably going to try a different medication, Pat, but the only thing I'd have to switch to for a GLP-1, I'd have to do an injection, which I don't want to do. I will if I have to, if I'm forced to, but I don't want to. So I'm thinking about switching to Jardians. Yes, you need to get your diabetes meds figured out. I'm thinking about Jardians. We talked about that the last time, baby steps, and thank you guys for the super chats. That's crazy, Neptunes. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Heather Carr. I know. Cindy G, basically, this drug, I've been on this drug for probably 4, almost maybe 5 years. Probably Ladio. So I might just have to start a different diabetes drug is what I'm thinking. I don't know. But the point is, my dad said to me, and I thought this was a good question. I thought it was a great question. In all seriousness, this was a great question. He's this kind of guy. He is this kind of guy. He's always asking questions like this. The questions that matter, if you will. He said, interesting, Reese. He takes me all in. He doesn't react ever. Like he's the slowest person to react. Katie Smith, if you let the nurse do it every week, I don't know a nurse that gives a weekly injection. Hey, Dresden, it doesn't hurt. I've heard it's no big deal. Jeff used to do it. It's like you push a button and it goes in on its own. I've heard it's not a big deal. It's probably something I could deal with. I think so. He doesn't react. So it took him a minute. And thanks, Heather Carr. And he goes, so your life is half over. And I said, yeah, it's half over. If you think about it, it's half over. If I'm lucky, it's half over. And he goes, I love him for this. He's very like methodical. And he goes, "Why didn't you tell me that he was in here today, Moose? You were in here today and you're a liar and a fraud." Yeah, Cindy, I don't like needles. He goes, "What are you going to do different the second half of your life, Reese? What would you change?" And that's what he said. He goes, "What would you change?" And I said, like the first half? And he goes, "No." He goes, "What are you going to do different? What would you, hey, thought criminal? Uh, I know, thought criminal. I knew that people have told me that. I think it'd be fine. Hey, Amy Edge. He goes, "Hey, Don Clark." He goes, "What would you do different the second half of your life?" Hey, Honey Lou. Guys, has anybody ever pondered that? Have you ever thought about that? Great question, BB. I know, because we often think about like our mistakes in the past, unless you're Marilyn, of course, and you've made no mistakes ever. But um, I often think about what I should have done different, how I could have dealt with that different. And if I could do it different, would I be shaped as an adult differently now? Like I'm more that versus future. I don't really think about the future. I'm like, I could be dead next week. Who knows? Hey, Carrie. Good for you, Lisane. Yeah, it's a good question. I'm always reflecting on the things I've already done, not what would I do going forward. So he goes, "What are you going to do different the second half of your life that you've learned from that you're going to change?" And I was like, dang, good question. That's a good dad question. So I thought I would pass it along to you guys. I had a lot of answers for him, and he didn't give a shit about any of them. He didn't really, he just kind of was, he was like, "Hmm." Like, I think it was like an empty gesture. I think he was like, "Oh, I didn't really want your answers. I just was trying to fill the space with words." Hey, Aspire. I said, yeah, no more cults for sure. Cindy G, that's the top of the list. I said, what was the first thing I said? Oh, I said, I'm learning and I will in the future learn how to say no. And he went kind of like, "What does that mean?" And I said, "Let me explain, Father." I said, I talk about this on my show a lot. I said, "You teach people how to treat you." And he went, "Mm-hmm. Yeah, baby steps. Hey, Miss Sassafras." And he said, "Okay." And I said, If somebody treats you poorly, it's actually your fault, not theirs, because you didn't put up a boundary. You didn't put up a sign that was like, hey, you can't do that. You actually can't get away with that. I'm not cool with that." He said, "Oh." And I said, "So yeah, you teach people how to treat you. So I'm going to learn how to say no more." And I said, keep my circle smaller. I said, "I find that I trust everybody, but people actually don't have good intentions, even if they say they do. So I'm a little bit more careful about just blurting everything out. So instead, I do it on YouTube for money. I figure if I'm going to get myself in trouble blurting things out, I might as well get paid to do it." Um, hey, Blue Girl Me. Interesting dynamics lately. I find the navigation of it all compelling. Great comment. Very intelligent comment. I like having smart friends. Um, what else did I say? Well, I said a lot of things, but now I can't remember what they were. Can you guys, hey, Wendy Brewer, don't you guys have any answers for what you're going to do for the rest of your life? What are you going to change and do differently than the mistakes you made before? Well, we're not going to beat our kids. Um, we're not going to put any hot sauce or hot peppers into the mouths of the children. I'm going to learn how to say no more. Be present. Yes, ma'am. I like that one, Erica. I had more answers and now I'm kind of going blank on this. Oh, I said I would like to, I mean, I probably won't follow through on this one, but I said I would like to take my, like, I've never gone to a gym and I'm never going to. That's never going to happen. But I said I'd like to, I said, "Mom, remember when you used to like power walk in the 80s?" Like, I remember my mom before she left when I was 6, she'd be like out with her Walkman, like going crazy. And she goes, "Oh, yeah, I was really into it." My mom exercised hardcore. And I was like, I don't want to go that crazy, but like, I'd like to take it a little more seriously, maybe a few more extra steps a day. Who puts hot sauce in the mouths of their children? Ugly Honig. Joel Sachs. Um, take knitting lessons. Oh, that's not for me. No. Uh, we're definitely going to say no more, people. We're going to say no more. Oh, I know what I said. I said there's another thing I talk about on my channel a lot. I said I'm not going to set myself on fire anymore to keep other people warm. And he's just very observant. He doesn't say a lot. And he went, "Hmm." And I said, "I don't know if you do this, and I know you don't because you're a smart businessman, but I said, I heard this. Jardiance gives a lot of yeast infections." No, I said that last night to my dad. I said, "I might have to switch to Jardiance, but I heard that you get a lot of yeast infections on it. Forget it. I don't want to do it." I said, women tend to set themselves on fire to keep other people warm. They don't put themselves first. Hey, Miss Sunrise Dawn, they don't put themselves first. And they wear themselves out, right? Like they'll make themselves sick, whether it be physically, mentally, like their mental wellness. You know what I mean? We run ourselves down being caregivers to everybody else. We don't put ourselves first. And so I said, that's another thing I'm going to be doing into the second part of my life. Hey, Liz, she says, be more spontaneous. Travel and see friends now often. Yeah, laugh more and make others laugh more. Make people's lives a little bit better. Dang, Liz brought it. Let's read that again. Be more spontaneous. Travel and see friends now often. I agree with this because nobody wants to do that when they're old. I mean, maybe, but oh, interesting, baby lily pad. Okay. Did it lower your A1C? I mean, there are some older people that like traveling, but I have a feeling I'm not going to like to because I'm a Cancer sign and I don't like to travel and I'm a homebody. So I would say, yeah, do it now. Travel and see the people that you love. Laugh more and make others laugh more. Make people's lives a little bit better. I love that. Hey, Case Face. Oh, wow, Case Face. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of estate sale companies in Kansas City. My favorite was Brown Button Estate Sales. Yes, Alana and Liz, I love this. And I'm going to try to remember that very much. And thank you for super chatting it, Liz. That was very sweet of you. I'm also trying to put myself first. Change starts with me. It did lower your A1C. Okay. First timer, guys. Hey, Sherry. Helen Baker, first time in the chat. Welcome in, Helen. Okay, Case Face. I've heard of that one, I think. Guys, we got a new person. Helen, we don't really retain new people because this is the people who have been on this channel for a long time are grandfathered in. But I don't tend to keep new people because of my horrible attitude and I just scare people off. But if you're willing, Helen, stick around for a couple of shows because sometimes they're great. I mean, it's not very often, but sometimes they're funny. Sometimes we share a good recipe. Oh, this is getting sad. We talk about our health. Helen, it was nice meeting you. I hope you stay, but I'm concerned. I think I really just didn't sell the idea at all. I laugh way more since I found Reese here. Okay, see, Polly is definitely trying to talk it up. I see no one else is, but that's okay. Thanks, Polly, for being the only person. No, I'm not on Shark Week, but I saw a funny meme yesterday or today. It was today. My friend posted it and it said, mothers, they get an entire day dedicated to them. And it said, what about sharks? And it said they get an entire week. No, Amy Edge. I was trying to sound appealing, Amy. Thank you for outing me. Have you ever shared a recipe? Actually, that's not true. I have. Amy, yes, I have. What about that thing, that enchilada casserole I made like 2 weeks ago, Amy? Where were you then? Quit trying to out me, Amy. Quit it right now. Strike one, Amy. Helen subscribed. We got a new subscriber in here. All right, everybody, lock the doors. Don't let her out. She's being sarcastic. If you have to point that out, Liz, then that's okay. Love you, Debbie Gonzalez. Coming in here is like having coffee with friends, Helen. Yeah, it is. It's yeah, like cold, old, burnt coffee. Potato soup recipe. Yeah, Alicia. See, guys, come on. I have shared recipes. I shared a broccoli cheese soup recipe. Okay, well, let me put it this way, Helen. We talk about food. We talk about food a lot. We don't really share a lot of recipes. Oh, my roasted broccoli. We even had a broccoli dance. Come on. Jeez. Amy Edge, um, deranged friends. Aspire says we support each other here. There we go. That's more. That's powerful stuff. Um, yeah, don't bring that up in front of the new people, Liz. Not yet. Don't bring that up in front of the new people. My smoothie recipe. Yeah, the enchiladas, deviled egg recipe. See, we're getting places. Uh, Shadows Dana says, oh, I love that dog. We sing, we go shopping, we play with animals, Reese saves chipmunks, and on and on and on. Thank you so much. And we lift and support each other up. That's right, Alicia. That's right. We talk about your ham wallet. Yep. Yawn, careful. Let's just keep it light, keep it PG till tomorrow. Yeah, we do the broccoli dance. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Do it with some rings that are loud. The only thing I will say, there's really no rules over here, but the only thing that we don't do or condone is beating children. So, Helen, I hope that you don't follow the book to train up a child. And I hope if you do beat your children, follow that book, that you're not stupid enough to make videos about it and put your kid on saying, it was so bad. It's always kind of sad when he doesn't. It was a leaf. Yeah, I'm embarrassed too. Bo, Bo, come here, son. It's okay. We all do it sometimes. You know, you think there's a murderer, but it was a leaf, and you just cleaned out the cat box and ate all the turds. So you're probably it's getting to your head. Why don't you go lay down? Because that's disgusting. And I wish I could kiss your face, but I can't. I am only a month new and I love it here. And Styro's only our only new person. No, Abigail, he's not home. I think a leaf blew by and he got really concerned. The other day I was listening to you with my ear pods. I started laughing. My younger son, who's 29, asked my older son, who's 31, what I was laughing at. My oldest son said, probably Reese. Oh, that's cute. I love that. I love that. Thank you, Deborah. And tell them hello for us. Jeannie says, tell people no. Yep. That's what we're learning, guys. We have to learn. Hey, DNV, we have to tell people no. Scooby, there's no one here. It's just Bo. I mean, to be honest, guys, I'd rather have him than not. At least he tells me when there is a murdering psychopath at the door. He's checking. He's checking the perimeter. That's a watchdog. Bo is a watchdog, hardcore. Helen Baker says, I am a great grandma and I don't hurt kids or animals. Well, then you're here for life, girl. You're a lifer. You're here for the long haul. We just don't, Helen, we have a thing about, you're probably going to see some hate on me, Helen, and that'll be up to you. But just know that the people who hate me are covering up their own crimes, such as beating children or hating certain races of people. So, Helen, you sound like a nice lady. A naked watchdog. Him's a naked. Him's a naked. Helen, I hope that you stick around. You will fit right in. Compliment the other people when I think of it, especially other women. I love that. I love to lift people up, except Marilyn. Reese, I subscribed long ago. You've not scared me off. I doubt you could. Nancy, I love to hear that. We have retained a few new people. It's rare. I'm always impressed by the new people that stick around. Neptune's is new. She hasn't left. I'm shocked, right? I think Neptune's is on the fence. Cindy G, Styro's new. I Rule is new. Jeannie, are you new? I have two Jeannies. April from the other day when Nora was here is new. BB is new. Alicia Johnson. Yeah. Cindy is still on the fence. I don't blame her. And I kind of had that feeling. Um, and then we get the new ones. Oh, Neptunes. I'm so happy to hear that. I kind of worry about you, Neptunes. Every stream I do, I never say this out loud, but there are certain people in here that I'm like, yeah, I think I just lost Neptunes. I will literally hit end and Fred plays, and I'm like, yeah. I start doing what happened to Seamus today. I'm like, Neptunes is gone. Neptunes is not coming back. We lost Neptunes. I'll even text Tommy and I'm like, I lost Neptunes. He's like, what'd you do? What'd she say? I'm like, nothing. I just know it. Clearly, my intuition is not so good. Hey, Jen. Yeah, Mrs. Carson is new. We've retained, yeah, Anna, you are kind of new. We've retained some new people, and I'm shocked. Yadira, strike one. Abigail, I don't. I'm not worried about you leaving. You're grandfathered in. You've been with me forever. Sherry Hicks, you are fairly new. You are. Yeah. Well, I'm sure whoever decides that they're leaving will leave me a really hateful comment. Yeah, Joel Sachs. It's the broccoli dance, Julie, that makes him stay. Reese, please keep being you. Tammy, I love you, babe. And I'm glad that you had a great Mother's Day yesterday. I really love to hear that. And thank you for being a member, babe. Yeah, so I thought that was correct, Shelly. That's correct. Yadira doesn't seem to understand it, but she's going to. I'm here, but covered in flour. I have a new obsession with baking sourdough. Oh my God, I wish I lived close. That sounds amazing. FAFO is new. Brandy doesn't ever get in the chat. Well, you need to get into the chat, girl. Dip your feet into that chat. Get in there. Feel it out, right? I'm not trying to make it sexual. That's why I'm doing this, to make you feel like it's like a cat. Like, make biscuits in the chat. I can't leave. My list of lady parts names isn't complete yet. FAFO, well, it's never going to be. We want you to stay. Cindy, I'm going to be sad if you leave me, girl, but I understand if you do. We have lost some people that I miss. And that's one of the reasons, Lacey, you're not going anywhere. And I know this. Oh, Mrs. Carson. She probably did see her. I was holding her a little bit ago. I try not to go back and watch old streams. I really don't do that, especially old streams, because I see a lot of names in there. Hey, Brandy, because they're gone now. They decided they hated me. And that's the way of anything on social media. Of course, people are fickle. People are going to also just outgrow me, right? They don't necessarily hate me. But there's also people who only were meant, hey, I'm hydrating, only were meant to be here for a season. Hope, I know you are. Brian Boland, you've been with me forever. And you know what else I love? This. I have had the same mods for a very, very long time. Hey, I rule, and I have to say that I am proud of that. They are very close friends of mine. And if I'm so horrible, I don't have any high turnover. Look at this. Time Traveler Chess. I'm proud to say I was your 87th subscriber from the beginning. That's amazing that you even know that. Thank you, guys. Thank you to everyone who subscribes. That's amazing. Wasn't there someone named Tampa A Man? I know about Tampa B. Yeah, Tampa A was here the other day. She's still around. Tampa B is typically here, but she's probably in Nora's stream. I know, DNV. Margie Barr, you have been. It's amazing how many people. It's so cool to me because this is really, we're going to be, what is this, May? In 3 months, this channel will be 3 years old. And that's pretty neat because I know a lot of you. Hey, Guyton girl, I recognize so many of you. I've met a lot of you in person. We do our monthly Zoom calls. It's really kind of cool to retain people. There's Michelle Asbell. I hope you had a good Mother's Day yesterday. Honey Lou, I love having you here. Case Face, hey, we is new, and I hope we don't lose we. Are you planning on leaving? Are you on the fence about me? Wouldn't it be kind of neat for people to be honest and be like, I'm actually kind of am on the fence about you? Are any of you on the fence about me? I'd love to talk about that. I plan on being around as long as you are. I got the funniest hate last night, and I left it on the channel. You can go read it because sometimes they're just so funny. Tampa B. I know, P. Taylor, and I love you. Somebody left me a comment. It's still there. It's hilarious. And my comment back was mean. But I've been kind of mean lately and I'm really enjoying it. I don't think it was this one. It was this one. I gotta read this to you guys. It's hilarious. This bitch. Um, that's crazy, Robin. Nikki Hatfield. I'm sure that's her real name. You're so manipulative and a pathological liar. Marilyn has real friends who actually care about you, who actually care about her. Who cares about you? Was this written by a 4-year-old? I quit watching you because you were such a pathetic loser, hypocrite. It's like a run-on sentence, is it not? Keep spreading lies or exaggerations to fit your own narrative. Shouldn't it be one or the other? Keep spreading lies or exaggerations? Shouldn't it just be and exaggerations? I'm not a teacher, but it doesn't feel like a complete sentence to me. What about your kid who you are supposed to protect? What about him? What are you talking about? Do you know him? Have you guys talked or something? Is there something I'm missing? DS Kitty cares about me. I just think that's hilarious. Marilyn has real friends who actually care about her. Who cares about you? Do you speak for everyone, Nikki Hatfield? Nice fake name. So I wrote back to her and I said, holy shit, look at you, a manic, crazy bitch. We never see those on the internet hiding behind fake names. I kind of like my comebacks lately. They just roll off the tongue, and I thought that's kind of fun. I kind of like that. That's probably Marilyn herself, but I left it on there because I just thought that was a kind of a fun, just kind of a fun little, just a little back and forth. Yeah, Marilyn has real friends. Who cares about you? Well, Nikki, I mean, you seem to be the expert here. You tell me, who cares about me? Apparently no one. Me too, Hope. I originally came from the lifeboat and I'm hooked. I know, Jen, and we're real friends in real life. I love that even more. It's like mean tweets. It's like when celebrities read mean tweets. Do you remember when I did that? I did Mean Comment Monday and I was reading mean comments about me. Do you remember those? Those were crazy. We should do that again, but people started to get kind of depressed about it, which I don't know why. It was tearing me down, not them. I care about Reese very much. Been subscribing from the beginning. Well, at least there's 5 of you, and I appreciate that very much, guys. But here's the problem with Nikki Hatfield. Here's something Nikki doesn't know about me. Nikki, you're not going to tear me down with I don't reach anymore for external validation. That's got to be the greatest gift that I have, God-given gift. Thank you, Guyton girl. To myself is that I do not reach or need have I been calling you Jeannie and I'm wrong? Your name is Jean Newbeck and I've been calling you Jeannie because it looks like Jeannie. Oh, that's embarrassing. It's Jean. So I should call you Jean. Hey, Laura, Colorado. What is the lifeboat? That's a channel that I mod for. That's my my spouse, and he's fantastic. His name's Tommy Scoville, and he does true crime for the most part. It's a true crime channel, Helen. So I don't know if that's your thing or if it's not your thing. Sometimes it is for me, and sometimes I tune out. Sometimes it's too much, or I'm not into it, or I'm not following. Thank you, DNV. What a strange thing to say, though. What a strange thing. Only Nazi lovers are friends with Marilyn. Yeah, I guess what a couple things. I don't need people to like me. I don't feel that way. I don't reach for it. I'm not a pick me girl. I don't have that main character energy like Marilyn. And you can go see that when you see her go, I matter, I'm important, I'm a somebody, listen to me. Like I don't freak out and melt down like that. Yeah, attachments. But right, Nancy. What a strange thing to go over and say. It's so juvenile to be like, Marilyn has real friends. Who cares about you? What I mean, you have one shot to be a hater, and that's what you do. That always shocks me when they come in here before the mods hit them and get rid of them. That's the kind of stuff they say. It's so sad. It's like, do you need help? Do you need help being a hater? Because I have way better content for you. Just saying something so lame like Marilyn has real friends. Who cares about you? It kind of fell flat, didn't it? Do you feel like it did? I feel like it fell way flat. Like she had so many other options and that's what she chose. That's a bummer. I feel the same way. I don't care what people think about me. You either like me or you don't. My mom's been saying that to me forever. Forever, literally. You're not going to be for everybody, Reese. Thank you. Nikki Hatfield, I already knew that, right? Like, I already know that there's going to be a lot of people. I would say I'm probably polarizing. I'm kind of one of those personalities that's over the top, dark, dry, right? In your face a little bit, pretty upfront. Like I don't beat around the bush. I'm definitely not passive aggressive unless I'm intentionally being passive aggressive. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, I absolutely know I am not going to be for everyone. You're either going to like me or you're really not going to like me. And Nikki Hatfield had one shot at it, and that's what she said. Bobo, what are you growling at? Yeah, Tommy is great. Thank you, Deborah. So sad that you got to put up with this crap. Much love from Oregon and love your podcast. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Did Jean Newbeck correct me and I missed it? I have my attention on that. I cannot believe that I got her name wrong all this time. I hate getting. Remember Lee Sane? Look at this. Look at this. Guys, forever I said Lee Sane. This is where my mind goes. It's Lisa in Brooklyn. No one corrected me for like 2 years. I was like, "Hey, Lee Sane," and I just looked like the biggest moron, and that's pretty much my life. But I'm embarrassed that I got your name wrong, Jean. Here for the long haul and loving it. Love you, Linda Gillum, and thank you for being a member, guys. It's really kind. In all seriousness, though, hey, Aloha Sue. I need to blow my nose again. They do. They have that Nana Nana Boo Boo style of trolling. It's weird. It's really weird. Sly D, I've been around quietly, reached out only a few times, can't afford joining 3 years in, but 5 years around. So 2 years. Glad you're on podcast. Love listening. Thank you, Sly D. I appreciate that very much. And don't ever, ever, ever worry about the money part. No financial part necessary. I just appreciate you being here. I appreciate you hitting the like button and subscribe, my friend, and welcome. Hang on, guys. I'm going to blow my nose. I thought Jean was Jeannie. Well, it's because it's all smushed together so it looks like Jeannie. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one that thought that. Thank you, Slidey. I was here 4 months in and subbed much later. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Sarah from Cali. I love you, babe. I love, love, love Sarah from Cali. That's a real thing though. And that's Sly is Nick. What does that mean? You go by Nick? That's a real thing for me, guys. And it's a real gift. And I'm very, very, very happy to have that gift. I cannot imagine having that, like, I need people. Like Marilyn's a good example. Okay. Marilyn's a good example. She needs attention, right? Like she gets very, I need attention. I do not need validation. I'm well aware of how many people hate me. I'm well aware by the emails I get, the comments I get. If you're going to do something like this, and people will say to me, like, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I realize I get more hate than most, but everybody, the knitting community gets hate. Everybody gets hate. You have to be willing to let people be wrong about you. And the only reason that I'm not letting Marilyn get by at this point is she's just been hammering on me for too long. And she's doing it every single day or every time she goes live, right? She does a show on me. And at this point, I just think it's time to give it back to her. I think it's time to just feed it right on back to her. I could never do what you do. The hate would get to me. Yeah, you can't let it. And this is why it makes me think about I just went blank on her name. I can't believe I had it and it's gone. The girl who took her own life, who had the YouTube channel, she had the Fox Farm. That's one example, but there's a lot of yeah, everybody gets hate. There's a lot of Michaela Rains. That's it. Puka Vista. Thank you. Michaela Rains. Beautiful girl. There's so much cyberbullying on the internet. And I saw, who was it? Was it Mad Drop yesterday? I love Reese's perseverance and humor. On of a kind, one of a kind. Thank you, Lisane. Yesterday, Mad Drop said something, and he said, I don't know that we were ready for the internet. The internet's an amazing thing. I think it's great. But yes, Cindy, YouTube is worse than high school. So many people have this false sense of security behind their keyboard. Think about it for a minute. I've said this. There's zero accountability, especially here on YouTube. I don't know about everywhere else because I'm really not on other social media platforms other than I have a Facebook page, right? But people can jump on behind any kind of a fake name with any kind of a fake picture, right? And make the most outrageous claims. And there is zero that I or you can do about that. There's no accountability. People can come on here and say that Reese kills kids, right? Like they can say whatever they want to say. People can say whatever they want. And while that may sound scary, hey, in God we trust. I got over that because people have said whatever they want about me. The damage is done. The audience is divided. People either believed what the haters were saying or they don't. And so it's just kind of like what I was saying the other day about Aaron to Nora. I used to be afraid of him and I'm not. It just went away for me. Like I no longer feel that fear. I think it was like I was giving him my power and there was none to give in the first place. And that's the same thing with the haters. It's like, oh no. And then I was like, oh no, actually, no. Like there's nothing they can do. There's absolutely, I mean, if you think about it for a minute, think about it. I'm not doing anything illegal. They can't get me on anything. And so, hey, Nicole Hazel Miller, there's truly nothing they can accomplish. All they can do is plant seeds of doubt and hope that grows into lies, right? That people go, what? Oh my God, she's inconsistent, right? I remember one time they said, they always try to come up with some way that they think they got me. And one time they were like, in this video, Reese said she's close to her sister, but in this video, she said she doesn't talk to her sister. Like, see, she's a liar. It's like, that's it? Like that makes you less scary and intimidating because you got nothing to work with, right? You got the long con. We'll keep harping on that. I put everything out there. So what do I have to be afraid of? I don't. If anything, you're the least manipulative person on YouTube. You don't hide who you are. I don't. There's no secrets. There's nothing behind. You're hearing it all, right? There's some things that I'm dealing with right now behind the scenes that are very, very difficult for me, putting me to the test, but they're not secrets, right? I've even been open about that. I have some things going on that I'm really struggling with. Oh, absolutely, Styro. I love that saying you have to be willing to let people be wrong about you. There's no point in fighting it. And I love when people send me a message or they'll leave a comment and go, I watched this hate channel and they said this. Is this true? I'm like, I'm not here to explain myself. You don't have to be here. Like, I don't owe you anything. I don't even know your real name. Why are you thinking that I owe you something about my child or my past, right? I've shared it all. Either subscribe or don't. Right? It's not that difficult. These are not difficult decisions. Not to me. And so when you look at it that way, I said this the other day, it's like if you don't want to be here, excuse me, but fuck off. Like, don't be here to then send me some dissertation, a thesis where I'm just going to delete and block you, right? Like, don't waste your time. It's a waste of your time. Do not be here if you're not into this. If this isn't for you, don't try to critique it. Don't send me a message like, why don't you do this? Thank you, Ben. Right? Don't ask me to change. Don't ask me to do any of that. I'm not going to, right? I'm not going to take your opinions. Who was it? Little Mink the other day. Little Mink left me a long comment and I left it up and Little Mink is still welcome here. Jean, I'm so embarrassed that I've been calling you Jeannie and I apologize. That's effed up of me and I'm sorry. Little Mink has been with us forever, but I think Little Mink is becoming more and more of a person who's kind of on the fence about us. We've lost some people recently. If you guys remember Angel, we lost her. Angel's been with us forever. Angel bought me that peace sign, right? Like people change their minds, but it's like, good, go, just go. Don't leave me comments though. Like, well, thank you, Mama Bear. Like, don't leave me comments, like weird comments, like trying to pick apart the words I say. I'm very aware of what I say. I'm very self aware. I know what I say because it's the truth. I don't have to remember lies. But if you think that, just go. Why would you waste your time? Again, going back to a restaurant that gave you food poisoning. If you hate it here, don't come back. Hey, Miss Patty Cake. Yeah, Buffy. Angel K. Rest in peace, girl. Take care. Um, oh, Buffy, she's fine. She switched over. She decided that she hates me and she thinks I'm a liar. Hey, little redneck. Hey, Jerry Ellen. Welcome in. And that's okay. Like, I would rather people be up front and just move on. We're going to lose people. It's part of the game. It's part of the numbers. We lose people. We cut off the dead weight. She's gone, Diana H. We cut off the dead weight, but then we get in a whole bunch of new people. Look at all the new people here that I'm absolutely loving, by the way. We lose people. We lose people we really liked. Like, I've lost some people I really, really, really liked. But then we gain new people that we really, really, really like. I love Cindy G. I love Mama Bear. I love BB, right? Neptunes is amazing. Well, thank you, Helen. I love your spunk. I'll stay a while. Vicky, welcome in. I know you are new. How can you do that? How can you do what? How long was she in my chat? Oh, a couple of years, I think. I love this. I love, love, love this. It doesn't matter what anyone says about someone else. I decide for myself. Those are the types of people that I want. If you are, that's what I was saying about Marilyn's group. Her chat is it's an echo chamber, but it's also a public mausoleum. It's just people who follow. They just are following. They're just following what people say. If you tell me something about someone, and I've said this, I'm looking at you, not them. The person that you are bad mouthing, I'm looking at your behavior. And I've always been that way. I've always thought, why are you telling me this? What do you say about me? I'm not a gossip girl. I'm not the type of that like, oh, come listen. I got the tea. I hate those kind of people. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. Yeah, BB, I was surprised. I was surprised to see her leave. But you know what? She's entered into a much slower chat. Angel's going over to a much smaller channel with a much slower chat rate, and that's probably what's best for her. I do, Debbie. I mean, I believe what she said, if that's what you're getting at. I saw what she wrote, right? And I believe her. I don't have a reason not to. Yeah, here's the thing though, guys, like if you go over anywhere, if you decide you don't like me anymore, that's perfectly okay. I'm not trying to retain people and I understand how the world works. People change their minds all the time. And I think that's perfectly fine. I would rather you do that than be a phony. Because we get those too. We get the people who are like, Reese, I love you so much. And then they're in other chats trashing. That's gross too. So yeah, slim whiskers. All I ask, thank you, Miss Patty K. It is sad, Pat, but all I ask, guys, is just please, please, please think for yourself. Just think for yourself. Okay. Two-faced for sure. Yeah. Liars suck the most. How can you be here so long and even meet you, then change to that side? Yeah, I was a little disappointed in Angel for that. Like, I really thought we were friends. And again, she came to the meetup. She was amazing, super supportive. She came to my house. Like, she was super supportive. But again, I'm not gonna hate on people for leaving, guys. She didn't do anything wrong. Like, don't get it the wrong way. Don't get it mixed up. She didn't do anything wrong. She's her own person and she decided to go listen to the garbage and switch over. Maybe she'll come back sometime, right? I don't hold that against people. I really don't get angry with people. I really don't care what people do because here's the thing, we can't control people's behavior anyway. That's how I look at that. I do this with all of my close friends now, including Tommy. They'll give me a problem and I'll go, okay, and what should we do about that? Like, you can't control people. You can't control the hate. You can't control the love. You can't control, right? And also I really mean this deeply. Let people think whatever they want about you, especially if you're in the public eye. Let people be wrong about you. Let people go so far as to be wrong about you. Let people right now, the haters are saying, bad mouth, Nancy. Hey, teacher mama life. The haters right now are saying, I'm doing drugs because I blow my nose so much, which I'm going to do again right now. I'm having horrible allergy issues, but they're saying that I'm on drugs, that I'm a mom on drugs. Um, Thank you, cat father. Hold on, guys. Do you see me bothered by it? I roll with it. Most of the stuff that the haters say about me, I make into a fun joke. I roll with it. And they're like, "Ooh, we're getting to her. The fair gaming's working." No, I just like I give you guys content, you give me content. I roll with it. It doesn't bother me, right? It's not getting to me that they think I'm a drug addict. Like, I know I'm not. Do I need to be worried about what some guy with no teeth and hates black people thinks about me? No, I'm not worried about what that guy thinks and his 17 subscribers. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about what Marilyn says, right? I know me. Fortunately, I know me. And a lot of you know me. So I just let people be wrong about me. People who don't matter and I never valued in the first place. What are you going to do about it? Be mad? You going to get mad about that? Like, I can't control that shit. Yeah, Laura Lou, I understand. You're on drugs and not sharing. What the hell? Uh, Hockey, I don't know what that means. I think what it maybe is Tommy saying to you, go to your. I don't understand what that comment means. I don't chase people either. I don't chase people. I don't kiss ass. I just enjoy the Reese's room full of great people. There are fantastic people in here. This is an amazing community. But I also am aware that I'm not going to retain all of you, right? Like, some of you are hate watching right now. There are literally people in this chat right now that are pretending to like me who can't stand me. You think I don't know that? Also, it doesn't bother me. I can't change it, and I don't value people I don't know. I'm not worried about people who I don't know's opinions of me. I have never met my haters. I've never met them. They say they're coming to my house all the time, but they don't show up. They're full of empty threats. But I don't know them. Therefore, I can't really worry about what some random ass trashy strangers think about me, right? Yeah, my asthma's been bad lately too, Pat. I've had bad asthma lately. I love you, Buffy. And I know you're not. I know the people who are planning on staying here, but guys, just know that, like, thank you, Polly. Just know that I wouldn't hold it against you if you did leave. Hey, Mar Lugo. Mar, I hope you had a good Mother's Day, but also I don't know. Hey, Jackie, the Zoom call, Mar, I think you were there for it last month. The Zoom call is this coming Sunday. It's a week from yesterday because we've got not Labor Day, Memorial Day weekend. We have some weddings and we have some graduations the last 2 Sundays of the month. So we just all decided to do it this coming Sunday. So I wanted you to know that, Mar. If you're around, I hope you will be. Yeah, I don't stay anywhere I don't feel welcome. I will also not spend time with anyone I don't like. I've always felt welcome here. Well, we love you here. Everybody's welcome here. That's the crazy part. Everybody, even the haters, are welcome here. You just can't be hateful. But I don't understand the comments left like that are like, Reese, Marilyn is loved by everyone. Who cares about you? I care about me. Isn't that kind of all that matters? I mean, honestly, isn't that what we're trying to teach children? Like, to be stronger? That's what I try to teach my son. It doesn't matter what other people think about you. Jackie, welcome in. Wow, we have 2 people who just found the channel. Jackie, I hope you stick around. I really do. It goes all over the place. I don't know if that's your style, but I hope you'll stay, Jackie. We have an amazing group of people here. It is, Joel Sachs, but I'm being dead serious, guys. Like, that's one of the biggest things as Huxley's mother. Oh, good, Mar. I'm so glad that you can be there. As Huxley's mom, the biggest thing I've taught my son, and I'm not saying I was a good mom. I really don't think I was a great mom. But thank you, Jackie, for being here. Couple of things. I always told him manners and kindness and how you treat people will get you everywhere. Way more than any kind of a degree. Hey, Chops World. I respect educated people. I hope he goes to college, but I still completely believe that how you treat people and how you make people feel. Hey, Norm goes way further than any education, right? Respectful, having manners, treating people. But also how you feel about yourself matters way more than how others feel about you. Am I wrong about that? It took me decades to learn that. But now that I said this the other day, I love Tommy. He is my partner in love and life, but he is because I choose him. I don't need him. And it took me 3 marriages. Hey, Brandy, to learn that. Okay, DNB, that would be great. It took me 3 marriages to learn that. My first 3 marriages, I was like, I need to be married. I need to be in a relationship. Opposite for me now. I do not need him. I do not need anybody. I can take care of myself. I've learned that recently. I can take care of my animals and my son, and I do it all by myself. And that's how I want to do it. Because then guess what? I'm not giving my power to anybody but me. I make the rules, I make the decisions, and I stand firm on that. And I don't do it in a hurry. I slow down and I go, I have choices here, right? And I'm not going to be swayed by people pressuring me. So back to that comment, someone coming over to bully me and go, Marilyn has real friends. Who cares about you? I care about me. And as far as I know, I have to live with me and I have to die with me. I'm the only person that's going to live with me and die with me, right? So I don't really take much stock in someone else going, nobody likes you, Reese. You don't even matter. Like, that might work on someone else who's weaker. You might be able to bully someone into believing they don't matter, but I know I matter because I matter to me. And that's a first. That's something I learned in my 40s, right? So far. Thank you, Barb M. It's a great feeling to be able to take care of yourself. And I feel that way. I believe especially, I don't know, I believe especially all women, men too, everyone, let's just say everyone. I love that, Debbie, should have a plan. Because in my last marriage, I was financially screwed. And he tracked my phone everywhere I went. And he took my fucking car keys away from me like I was a 5-year-old child. He controlled me, right? I'll never be in that position again. And so going through therapy, having this channel, I have learned to stand on my own. And I don't need validation from anybody. So people coming in going, we're getting to her. Turn up the hate. Yeah, bully her. You're not getting to me. It doesn't get to me. And I thank Scientology for that. I know others would disagree, but I thank my bull baiting for that. I love that, Jerry Ellen. If this channel is helping you grow, then consider us your watering can. And that's for everyone. I think a lot of people have felt like they've learned something and grown and been inspired by this channel. And I love that. What kind of a person would say such hateful things like that? I'm always amazed by these haters. Her name's Nikki Hatfield, and she's a pathetic turd. You think I can't bully right back? I absolutely can, Nikki. But what a waste of time. Like, what an absolute waste of time. The Reese we met on Aaron's channel way back when is a totally different woman from who you are today. I'm proud of the woman that I appreciate that. Thank you for saying it. And I completely agree. My very first show I ever did, I was like a beaten down woman. I was nervous. I was scared. I hadn't been on my own much. Like it's different out here now. I think women should absolutely be on their own. I think women should have a plan, have their own financial money, and know what they're doing and not ever need external validation. I used to really need masculine external validation more than feminine. I needed external validation from the masculine. I don't. Yeah, friendship is good. Self-love is the key to contentment. Yes, self-care too, for sure, Nancy. And thank you for saying that. Thank you for your super chat. Reese, that sounds familiar. Being controlled, I live alone and love it. I know. Joel Sachs has been through a lot. No is a complete sentence. Yes, Mrs. Carson. I did say that. I know. Beans Mama. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Thank you. I was very timid. I was very timid. And I was way different. I was way different. I have more confidence now, Sophia, and it's not a confidence that it's not like I'm like walking around like proud and egotistical. It's just a simple like you can throw all kinds of shit my way. It's not going to take me down because I like who I'm becoming. I like how honest I've become with myself and that I'm not I need to work on me. There's a lot of things I need to deprogram from Scientology and I'm learning through that in live real time. It's like a live journal. I'm definitely making mistakes. I'm owning those mistakes. I love taking accountability. I don't want to hurt people unless they come for me. And I will fight if you fight. If you fight, I'll fight. That's kind of how I look at that. Otherwise, I leave people alone. And if you don't believe that, go back and watch the last almost 3 years of this channel. I don't go after people. This isn't a troll channel. I don't give a shit about other people and what they're doing in their lane. I do not. But if you come for me or my kid, like people have been doing, yeah, then the content changes a little bit, right? You are more positive in standing up for yourself as well, if that makes sense. It does. And thank you for saying it. I am lucky to have learned these things in my 40s, Anna. I'm not fully there yet. I don't believe anybody's ever fully healed or has it figured out. I'm just saying this channel is about being real. It's real life and it's messy as shit, right? People are messy. People are broken, right? People spread their work out their traumas through you all day long. People are always dumping shit on others. We're just reflecting on that, right? We take responsibility here and it's just real life stuff. I didn't promise anything other than that. If I want a tip to contact to wait, also if I want to tip a content, you wrote contact and I keep reading it that way. You meant content creator. I'm a grown ass woman who can make that decision. Marlugo, I appreciate that because that's one of the biggest things the haters say is that I'm a grifter, right? I'm stealing from people somehow in live real time. This is streaming all around the globe. I'm stealing this super chat somehow. Make that make sense. I'm a scammer. That's what they say. Thank you for, I sometimes appreciate it when you guys point out, like, I give my money and tip if I want to, right? I appreciate you putting it that way. Thank you, Marlugo. And I'm really happy to see you, babe. I hope you had a good Mother's Day. You know, you're on the right side and you're doing the work to improve yourself. Alicia, I'm not trying to I said this in Lindsay's chat, I think it was yesterday. I'm not like me or don't. I'm not trying to prove to you that I'm a good person. I'm not trying to sell to you that you need to stay here on this channel. Like, I'm not trying to retain people. You guys are people. I'm not trying to be a cult here. I'm not trying to herd you guys over to this channel. Go do your thing, right? You're free to think on your own. This is not group think. This is not Scientology. Yeah, Joanne Palmer. Hey, Rain. Proud of you and how much you've grown. Joel Sachs, thank you. And I'm glad you're here, but you probably need to go to bed, babe. It's the middle of the night. He's in South Africa. Thank you, Joel Sachs. I mean that. And Neptunes, thank you for gifting memberships. Lacey did too. I love it when you guys do that. People get so excited. Thank you. Thank you both, ladies, for the memberships. That was very kind. I like this. You were kind of shell shocked in your first stream with Aaron. You had just lost everything, but even then your strength showed through. Thank you, Joanne. Guys, we've come a long way. I haven't come a long way. We've come a long way. You think that I'm different because I did the work on myself? No, you guys helped me. You guys have helped me more than any family has ever helped me. Like any friends, anything I've ever had prior to this channel. I have met real people on this channel and I know we'll be friends for life. I hope this channel goes on forever. I really do. It's amazing. I love, love, love what we do here. It's the closest thing. If I could go back and change anything, I would have gone back to become a therapist. I would love to be a therapist. I like helping people. I like listening to people. I like not judging people, right? But I didn't do that and I'm not going to do that. So that's as close as it gets here. Is I love listening to what you guys have to say, absorbing it, processing it, reflecting on things. It's real life. That's all it is. Didn't say it was going to be perfect. And I absolutely will make it a drama channel if I have to, right? Certain days, if I have to do that to fight back, just don't tune into that stream, right? But I do appreciate people who understand. I'm not doing it because I want to, but enough is enough, right? Like this stupid, trashy ass woman has been coming for me for a long time. And I sat back quietly for quite a while, right? I'm not reactive like she is. I sat back for a long time and I took it and I didn't care. And then eventually I was like, yeah, this is kind of starting to infringe on my son. And she was encouraging that. I thought, okay. And it's interesting that she would go for my kid when she beat her children, right? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. I love you, Jen. And thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. Miss Sunrise Sun, I do what I want. Hit the like button, haters. Yes. And subscribe. Hit the subscribe button too. Thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Love you, babe. Thank you for what you do. I know, DNB. I know, Joel Sachs. I just don't think I'll do it. You know how I feel, Joel, about I have like PTSD big time about education and school because of Scientology, and I just don't think I can do it. I maybe, I shouldn't say that. Maybe 5 years from now, I might feel differently. I might have the confidence in a few years to go to school. I might. Butterfly. No one is perfect. And I think the most important thing of making mistakes is learning from them. I want friends who make mistakes. I don't like people who act perfect. So do I do drugs? Because my allergies are crazy. Yeah, apparently we're all on drugs because of our allergies. Welcome in, Butterfly. I like people who don't act like they have it all together. As a matter of fact, people like that really turn me off. People who are egotistical and overly confident, like Marilyn. Like she literally put up 2 Mother's Day posts of like, I'm such a good mom. She was like, proud mom over here. You're not though. And you won't even take a look at the fact of the damage you did. You won't even take any accountability. Like you're doubling down on what a good person you are. And real people see that, not your weird echo chamber of people. Real people see you doing that. And that's disrespectful to your children. Right? Yes. EY, I'm thinking about doing a God stream probably this week, if I had to guess. I also want to do a stream with Nora this week, though. So it might be next week, but yes, I would like to do one. Thank you, Shelley. If you have to say it, that's like Nancy, that's like the word humble. To me, the word humble is to describe others. Raise your fucking hand right now, and no one's going to do it. If you've ever described yourself as humble, nobody does that. That's not a thing. People don't do that. No one's like, "Well, I consider myself very humble." Like no, if you have to say it, that's like, "Oh, Bo's going to bark." Hold on. I'm going to blow my nose. Hopefully it's not as loud because he's not barking in here. Yes, Debbie Gonzalez, me too. But if you have to, yes, it's like saying you're a Christian. Everybody I've ever met in my life who's like, I'm a Christian, you're not. You're very judgmental. You make people feel less than. Like I've met several people who are that way. And it's a bummer because you shouldn't have to say it. If you're a Christian, you show it. That's how I feel about that. Um, Yeah, Marilyn is definitely needy and needs people to praise her. It's very, 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 very clear that she's that way. She needs Aaron. She needs a group of people in order to stand. You saw it too when she made fun of me because she was like, no one will even stream with her. Like as if that's a dig. I don't want to stream with any of these people. Like, did that ever occur to you? Right? She needs people for sure. But if you have to say you're a good mom, I always thought that was weird, people who do that. If you have to tell people I'm a good mother, I don't know about that. That makes me a little bit, that's just a little questionable. Huxley, can you please close my door? Thank you. So glad to hear you are not absolute about not going to school. Not because you might go to school, you are letting yourself be open. The only reason I feel like I'm too old, baby steps, honestly, that's what it is too. It's a fear. I'm not ready. Thank you for your super chat, Alicia. But how long would it take me? I don't even have a high school diploma. So starting at the very bottom, what's it going to take me? 10 years? That's a long time. I don't want to. Hey, Holly, I hope you had a good Mother's Day, babe. I don't like people. Yeah. I don't, there's a lot to break down to that Marlugo, but like if you have to, I've never heard anyone describe themselves as a good mother. If you have to say it, that's already a red flag, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But um, I think you do, Lacey, to go to college. If it's questionable, it raises questions for me. I'm the best stepmom ever. Thank you, Shell. Okay. If you have to say it, interesting, Sophia. I just feel that's not a good start. It's not a good start. I'm being serious too. Like it's interesting to me that we've been talking about these streams that she showed where she beat her children and poured hot sauce into their mouth and did this as if it was just no big deal, right? And then put up a stream. Her last stream was called Reese Mother of the Year. What would you call that? Projection. That's what I would call that. How fascinating that you do a stream on me called Mother of the Year. I will take my mothering skills, which are not the best. I really wouldn't consider motherhood a strong suit for me. I don't feel like I was that good at it. But something I didn't do is beat my child. Never did. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about it today. I've never hit a person in my life. I always say to Tommy, I'm like, I don't even know how. Does my thumb go out or in? If I had to like throw a punch, I don't even know how. I have never hit anyone in my entire life. I've never hit a person. Like I had Jeff come at me and I've like tried to push him off of me, but I have never like slapped anybody in the face. I've never punched anybody. I got beat up in 7th grade by a group of girls. And even then I didn't fight back. I don't even know how to fight. I'm sure I could. Like, I have no doubt in my mind if I had to, I could probably do pretty well. But I've never, ever, ever hit anyone. And I can't imagine hitting a child. Rain, that's not great, but it's not the same thing. And I'm guessing that your mom didn't lock you in a room all day and take all your toys away and separate you from your siblings and leave you crying and then laugh about it, laugh it off and call it a nothing burger. Hey, Marissa Martin, and do this. Again, if that's my mom, hey, Tampa A, we were talking about you earlier. If my mom beat me as a child and then as an adult doubled down and was like, it's nothing, they just joke about it, like that's hurtful. That's damage. That's some serious damage done. I guarantee you they have not forgiven her. And she can drag her kids out onto a camera tomorrow, which she probably will. And I mean, she's already posting about it, going, I'm the best mom, such a good mama bear, such a lucky mom. It's coming. She's probably going to do some kind of a stream with her 3 children going, we love our mom. She's amazing. She's the best mom. Like a few hostages sitting there on fucking camera. Happy you are letting yourself be open to whatever life might bring. Not that you will go to school. I am, or you're right. Baby steps is a first for me, but I am open to it. I'm open to it. I don't like the idea of thinking about studying because I'm not good at that from my Scientology training, but maybe years from now I might. I might. Okay, Sarah. Joel Sachs, people like that end up alone in their old age. Yeah. I really do feel bad for Marilyn's kids. She does seem like she has 3 good kids. They seem like good kids. I agree with Nora. Nora said that. I only have seen the girl talk on that video, but they are talented. They like do singing. They're like a band or they sing in some bar or something that I've seen. And hey, Tracy with a T. I would imagine that, Anna, that her kids hate spending time with her. And I would never, ever, hey, Megan Roberts, I would never leave her around my children. And I know that her daughter has like foster kids. I would never, never leave her around children. I don't believe that that would change, to be honest with you. And you might disagree with me here. This is something that I feel strongly about. I don't believe. Let me ask you guys something. And I know we're getting to the 2-hour mark, but I have a question for you because this is a real question. I've kind of been pondering it. I don't like my closest example to this in Scientology, because we weren't told to beat our kids. There was no Bible that we followed to beat our children. If there were, I wouldn't have done it. And you know how I know that about myself? Scientology does say they hate gay people. Gay people should be cast off onto an island. L. Ron Hubbard did not. He was very clear about how horrible gay people are. My father hated gay people when I was growing up. I never agreed to that. He would use the F word. I never agreed to that. Even as a small child, I was like, why? I had the exact same thoughts that I have when I was 7 years old. I remember thinking in my head then, the same exact way I think now, which is this. Why do we hate people who are the same gender, who love each other, just like people of opposite gender would love each other, who live in homes far away from us, who have nothing to do with us? They just happen to love the same gender. Like, it never made sense to me. I couldn't add it up. So I didn't hate. I was like, it doesn't make sense. I just can't. It just doesn't compute. Who gives a shit if 2 women or 2 men love each other? Let them be just as miserable as the next married couple. Who cares? It's not harming anyone. They're humans, just like you and me. Like, it just never made sense to me. I was like, and then I feel even more strongly about it now because I married a 95-year-old man. And so I know what it feels like to be judged hardcore for who you love, right? I was judged right out of the gate with that. Like, oh, she's a gold digger. Right? Hey, laughs me. I don't know what that means, laughs me, but it's good to see you. I definitely felt that on a more pure, very strong level of being hated for who you love, right? Like being judged for the relationship you're in. It's a weird position to be in. It's like, why do you care who I love? Why do you care who I'm married to? What does it have to do with you? Right? It's never made sense. So I never went along with it, is my point. I never was like, yay, we hate gay people. And then I grew up and I was like, oh, wait, we don't hate gay people. I never went into that way of thinking. My point is, you couldn't give me a book and go, here, you need to beat Huxley. I would have never done it. I would have never done it. I don't believe for a second that that was because of a book she was going off of. That's my point to this. And what I mean is, I think that's just who she is. I think she would still beat kids. I believe that she would still beat a child. I have no doubt in my mind. That's just that's your character. That's your way of thinking. You think it's okay. And the more I see her behavior about it going, it's nothing. They just joke about it. The more she's doubling down, oh my God, I think I'll stay. Helen, at least stay for today. Maybe come back tomorrow. Let it swirl around in your mouth a little bit. See how it tastes. I won't judge you if you leave, babe. But thank you for now. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no one on earth that could have convinced me that it's okay to beat my kid, leave him in a room, put hot sauce in. Like, just the reason I say that, I couldn't do that to an animal. And I can't imagine listening to my baby cry, whether it be a baby or a 3-year-old or a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old. I could not sit, I would freak out. I could not sit there and listen to my child cry. And that's my form of punishment, is locking him, neglecting and abusing him, and giving him all those abandonment issues, scaring him. Like, that would scare a child. Can you imagine locking a child in a room all day? That's what she said. Can you imagine the effects from that? You would grow up never trusting your parents, right? You couldn't rely on them. They're not a source of love. You can't go to them for anything because they're going to abuse and beat you and lock you away. There's so much more to this. It's not just me going, you beat your kids, like how she does with the long con. There's so much more that's deeper to this. The psychological damage is more what I'm concerned about. And the fact, yes, Critters Creations, the fact that she goes is even more concerning. Aren't we fighting for Scientology abusing kids? Yes, you would think so. How can she ever speak to kids being abused when she abuses kids? Jean says, my friends and family call me Jeannie. Oh, so you can call me Jeannie. Is it okay if, I'll call you Jean, but I'd love to call you Jeannie. I love the name Jeannie. I like Jean too, but that's my dad's name. Jeannie is a great name. I'll call you Jeannie if you're okay with it. And thank you. You didn't have to super chat that. You are very, very, very generous and kind with your super chats. Thank you for that. I just want you to know. I appreciate it so much. It's more, this is more than just like, you're going to bring up the long con? We're going to do this, right? Love you, Cindy. This is more than retaliation. This is, hey, Audra, this is just a very serious, sick person that's doubling down in her mean and cruelness, her cruelty of beating a child. I wouldn't hit an animal. I can't imagine harming physically a child like that and then leaving the child locked in a room all day and then being like, it's a nothing burger, everybody. Not over here, it isn't. Not on this channel, it isn't. And not to the rest of the world, it isn't. It's really something. And it's sick. It's demonic that you don't care. That you still don't care. And if I were those kids, that's the main thing I would be thinking with, is that she still doesn't feel any remorse for doing that. Not a tear was shed. Nothing. Still not. Still, I'm such a great mom. Happy Mother's Day. I'm so lucky. You're not. Those kids fucking hate you. They're just being kind because their lives are going to be way worse if they're not. Yeah. Yes, Mar Lugo. She did. And since you're not in the streams very often, Mar, I will show it to you. Everybody else has seen it. But Mar, it's worth seeing this again. She says something here, Mar. She says, I never left marks on them. Listen to this.
You know, it's thrown in my face by even the trolls that I abused my children. Well, not. I consider it abuse, and legally it was not abuse, but it should have been maybe. Like
that alone, Mar, gets me every time. Legally it was not abuse, but it should have been maybe. So still no accountability.
It was so bad. It was literally like I was punished. All my toys were taken away. I was stuck in my room. I was crying. But it wasn't, I was told I was, smacked. I never left marks on. I was like,
Mar, I never left marks on them.
It's thrown in my face.
Dang it.
It's thrown in my face by even, wasn't, I was told I was, smacked. I never left marks on. I was like, I don't want to speak bad about my parents at all, but they did believe in spanking. So, I got quite the spanking and locked in my room and away from my brothers and just in the corner. I stayed there for an entire day crying and just wondering why is this really that bad? Should I really be in here? Yeah, they're just they just joke about it.
Did you see her whole body language there? She even did the shoulder shrug. I missed that the last time. They just joke about it. Nothing to see here, people. So it's okay because there were no marks? Yeah. And suddenly she's an attorney because it wasn't illegal either. She likes to justify that. It wasn't illegal, but maybe it should have been. Unfortunately, most people don't understand the neuro and psychobiology, of infants and children and the damage done to so many children. This is lifelong damage. Yeah. Psychological scars for sure. And thank you for your super chat. They just joke about it, Joel Sachs. It's very sad. So then Mar Lugo, of course, now that I'm, talking about this and putting it up, she put up a post. Well, she put up a stream. She did 3 streams in a day on me. And she did one called Mom of the Year, Relatable Reese. Mom of the Year, Relatable Reese. Yeah, somebody's projecting. We put up a post. This is sad. She put up a post and she had to show a picture of the card from her children. Tell me that you're a terrible mother and exposed without telling me. She literally is like, look, best Mother's Day I could ask for. I'm so amazing. Here's the card from my children. Proud mama right here. Proud mama, right? But Mar, let's take a look at this post. Her own words. Keep slandering and lying about me, and I'll keep telling the truth about you. All you have is creepy troll hit pieces that are total nothing burgers. But there's a mountain of evidence of recent criminal activities your boyfriend actually admitted to, and you are an accomplice. Can we get the receipts on that, or do you just spout out lies? Right? Nothing burger, Mar. It makes me sad for those kids. It makes me sad that your mom is still they just joke about it. So, Mar, yes. Oh my God. She probably made that card herself. Oh my God. I didn't even think of that. She probably did. Marlugo, yes. My jaw just dropped. Yes. And she's all about like, but we're going to expose the long con. By all means, I am proud to be the maker of the long con because you know what? I'm not a child beater, right? It's really, really, really fucked up, Mar. I'm glad that you're here to see it. It's horrific. And it's worse to me that she's so. It's a nothing burger? Really? Your daughter's sitting there going, it was so bad. And then Marilyn has the audacity to go, I didn't leave marks on them. It wasn't illegal. That is fucked. Your reputation is cooked, girl. I don't care. Good night, Julie. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care about your racist friends coming over and trying to hate on us. Your credibility is done. You support racism and you beat your children and you're not even sorry. There's no remorse. And I'm going to talk about it every day. I will bring it up every single day. You want to keep talking about the long con? Die on that hill. I will talk every day how you beat your children and you still don't care. And you don't think it was so bad. It's a nothing burger, in fact. And you're going to double down and put up a picture of a Mother's Day card and call yourself a proud mama? Proud of what? You fucked up your kids for life. That's even worse that you didn't leave marks. It tells me that you were good at hiding it. Yes, that's concerning. But also, I thought of this, Mar. Look at, like, she gave us a mild version. If she's willing to go, I didn't leave marks on them, what was she really doing? That's what I want to know. If that's the YouTube version, which, by the way, what kind of an idiot? I love how she likes to say the internet's forever. What kind of an idiot goes on the internet and admits to that and brings your daughter on to talk about it like a hostage? I'm blown away. Again, proud member of the long con over here. Totally okay with it. Totally okay with it. Didn't beat my kids. Not proud of beating my kids. That qualifies as abuse for sure. Of course it is. It's completely abuse. It's so gross to me to say I did not leave marks on them. I agree, Mar. It means, what is she saying there? Like, let's decode that and dissect it. It means she was good at hiding it. I just can't imagine leaving a kid in a room the whole day. She said the whole day, crying. Her toys were taken away from her and she was separated from her siblings and Marilyn hit her. And there's another video, Mar, where she says she poured hot sauce into her Frank's hot sauce into her little kids' mouths to try to, they said the word fart. So she would discipline them and punish them by pouring hot sauce into their mouth. Why did Marilyn even confess to an affair plus the child beatings, right? And then have the guts to go, but Reese is a bad person? You have the long con and you love to talk about how I have chlamydia. I had chlamydia. Those are the two things. I will proudly accept that. I gave you those things, by the way. You didn't find out I had chlamydia. I talk about it on the regular. But I'll happily admit to those things because I didn't beat my kid. What have I missed? Yeah, it's bad, Mar. It's really bad. It's even worse that she doesn't think it's a big deal. She didn't, Mar, if you were to admit to something like that, wouldn't you fucking be bawling talking about something like that? I would. I would be full of regret. I would hate myself. And I would be sitting there going, I can't believe I did that to my babies. I can't believe I hit my children. She was like excited to talk about it. She's like, they just joke about it. Right? Like, it's so fucked up that she doubles down. She doesn't care. She feels nothing. Like, what is that? A sociopath? Like, there's no emotions. But she'll cry at the drop of a hat. She'll cry on cue to get super chats that Reese bullied her. After you made 50 videos about me, Reese is finally biting back. She'll go live and cry all day about that to get her fucking super chats up. But you don't shed a tear talking about beating your children? I would rather get hit than be emotionally or mentally abused. Me too, Neptunes. Sociopath. Okay. Right. Little redneck. It's so sick to me to be like, Mar, I just showed it to you. She said it's a nothing burger, but your boyfriend is committing crimes and I'm an accomplice. Don't look at this. Look over there. Sorry, we're looking at this big fucking dumpster fire. I don't give two shits about Tommy Scoville in the long con as much as I care about you beating your children and not caring. No emotion about it whatsoever, except a little bit of joy. She looked a little joyful to me. I would never speak of it, let alone tell on the internet. And she's the first person to go, Reese, the internet's forever. Yes, it is, dipshit. Yes, it is. You told on yourself in the worst way. And no one's going to let that go. I would hate myself. I can't even think of doing it. I've never hit a person before. I can't imagine hitting a child, especially my own. We're kind of supposed to love our kids. Like I can't imagine. And thank you for your super chat, Mar. The long con is tiny compared to harming children. It is. I'm sorry, but again, I'll happily be the candidate for the long con because at least I didn't beat my kid and lock him in a room and pour hot sauce into his mouth and leave him there to cry all day. That's evil. That is super, super, super satanic to me. Anybody that could do that to a kid, like kids are off limits for a reason. Why? They're pure. They're innocent. They don't know any better. They're learning. You don't punish children that way. That's so sick. It's so twisted to do something like that. It's evil. It's really, really, really dark and evil. You have to be a certain kind of person to be able to do it in the first place. I could never do that to a human or an animal. I would never, ever, ever do that. I'm not into punishment anyway. It's not my thing. But I can't imagine harming an animal or a child, a little kid. Marilyn showed more emotion when she charged at Dodge. Yes. She shows emotion. She'll go on and talk about the long con and be like, Reese is so terrible. You beat your kids and you smiled about it. And then you put up a post and said it's a nothing burger. I love you, Neptunes. I actually have worried about that for like a month now. I'm like, I wonder when I'm going to lose Neptunes. I feel like my content just, I feel like you don't like me. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up because I really have worried about it. I like you so much because you're so helpful. And guys, I don't know if you know this, Neptunes is a therapist. I love, love, love when she engages with us. Thank you for the super sticker, super chat. I appreciate that very much. She went off on Dodge. Oh God, she like attacked him. Yes. He was talking to his mom on the phone. She did it in person in Florida. Went off on him. She made fun of him for being a trust fund baby. She made fun of his mom. She shamed him and was like, your poor mother. She was like, get a job, dude. You're a loser. Yeah, she went off on Dodge. It was horrific. It was very sad. She's a horrible fucking person. You see how she treats people, including her children. Thank you, Neptunes. That's her. This isn't shtick. That's who she is. She's a nasty fucking human being. I feel like I have to take a day off to catch up. Well, it's that's up to you. It's some dark stuff. It's some dark waters. The worst is her hitting her kids. It's really bad. So speaking of, I will be back on tomorrow. Mar, I'm glad that you were here so I could tell you about the Zoom call. So everybody knows the Zoom call is this coming Sunday. Innocent and pure is the most accurate words that can be spoken regarding children. How could you harm a child? How could you physically hurt a child? Man, that would be like, I don't know. I think about like people, love you, Tony P. I think, hey, Monk, I think about people who shoot animals and I get it. Like people hunt and they eat the food and they use the meat. I'm not upset with them for that. That's fine. I know hunters do that. But people who like big game hunt or they just do it for sport, right? I'm like, how could you shoot? How could you just go like shoot something? I know you were, Mary. It's the same thing. Like, how could you take a kid, beat the child, lock the child in a room, and listen to that kid sit there and be brokenhearted, terrified, scared? You're supposed to protect kids. We're supposed to be That's what we grow up to be, protectors of children. They can't do it for themselves. And that's the same thing for animals. They don't have a voice, so we are their voice. It's the same for fucking children, right? You do not hit them. You don't lock them in rooms. This is fucking heartbreaking. It's fucked up. And it makes me really mad that she's like, they just joke about it. It's just a nothing burger. You're fucking sick, woman. You should not. Her daughter has foster kids. She should not be allowed to be around those kids. She's a sick human being. And I believe she would do it again. She's a sick, nasty person. And I believe that she gets off on watching other people in pain. You've seen that. Go watch any one of her streams. She lights up. She lights up, right? When people are in pain. She loves talking about exposing people, right? Bringing it all to light. Well, we're bringing this to light. I hope you love it and keep putting up how great and proud you are as a mother post. Who fucking talks about how good of a mother they are? I don't know anybody that's ever done that. So we'll continue to expose you. You're a sick, twisted bitch, and you deserve every single sadistic. She is sadistic. She claims to want to end Scientology and beat her own kids. She is not well in the head. And I love people who are like, this is drama, or she takes up rent in your head, Reese. She's come for me too long. And now we have something really to shine light on. So if that's what that means, I guess that's what that means. But she wanted to play, and she's been poking and poking and poking. And now we're exposing the biggest fucking sin of it all. You beat your kids. So by all means, girl, talk about that long con. Keep going. Make it longer. Long, long, long con it. It's long over. And beating your children is forever, as well as the internet, as you say. And you like to talk about receipts. Well, we have those too. So you just keep putting up your posts of no big thing. It's no big deal. It's a big fucking deal. I don't know if Tommy's on tonight. He has the flu. And I've been making him sleep all day. And I don't know. I have not checked on him because he's been sleeping. So he started getting sick last night, and he woke up this morning and he was like, I have the full-blown flu. And I was like, okay, so you're going to sleep. You're going to take the Mucinex I left there with you, and you're going to drink water. Yeah, that sick grin. You've seen it many times. She does that like Cheshire cat grin. She's really evil. Why would anyone like to poke a perimenopausal ex-Scientologist? I don't know, but we're going to talk about it all the time now. We're going to talk about it all the time. Go ahead, Mama Bear. Really, really make it shine how good of a mom you are. You beat your fucking kids, and you liked it. You're happy about it. That's sick, and you're a piece of shit. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chats, the memberships, the gifted memberships. I mean it. Thank you to the new people who came in. I hope you'll come back. I will, Neptunes. I always take care of Tommy. Trust me, as best as I can. As best as I can from here. I check on him all the time, except when he's sleeping. So I love you guys. I will be back tomorrow afternoon. No, don't change your name. Don't let her taint that. Love you, Marlugo. I do too, Low Redneck. Abigail, this was kind. Don't you realize that all of you together are the temple of God and that the Spirit of God lives in you? That's beautiful. God will destroy anyone who destroys this temple, for God's temple is holy. Ooh, I love that. New Testament. Good one, Abigail. And thank you. Thank you for your big super chat. That was very kind of you. Thanks for being here, Abigail. Good night, everybody. I mean it. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Hype the video. I will be back tomorrow. And mods, thank you for all you do. Thank you. You guys could have taken a day off. I could have handled it. But I love you guys, and thank you for always being here to protect us. All right, everybody. I will be back tomorrow afternoon. Love you guys. Here comes Fred.